We use this when we have a big load like today. Father's Day, we expect a lot of folk here. So we cooked a lot of food. Ever since we opened back up from the virus, we had to figure out how we're going to do the drive-through. It's been good, been blessed. Because when they shut everything down, we shut down. And then it took us about 3 weeks to get ourselves organized and look at stuff and see how we're going to do it. Make new signs and put up, put up cones and all, and tents, and figure out how we were going to do it. When we first started, a little trial and error, but I think we got it down pretty tight now. We ain't fast as Chick-fil-A, but we do pretty good for a little old bunch of folk in the country.
So when you all had to shut down, were you all worried at all?
No. I would say no, just because with Uncle Ronnie having strong faith, all of us having strong faith, we weren't really too concerned about it. The only thing that concerned us the most was the fact that the cost of the ingredients was going up. But other than that, we didn't really have any fear, because faith over fear, always.
The government this and the government that, that's fine, but I never really depend on the government for anything. I never applied for welfare or nothing like that.
But since we've been back, surprisingly, the business has done about the same or more than before we shut down.
I wanted to be a part of the development of the area. I want to give, my people on this side of town something fun to do. And so, they don't have to drive all the way over to Short Pump or Stony Point in order to have a painting experience. At the beginning of the year, we started out, classes were completely sold out every week. And then mid-March hit and the studio was empty. I had to close the studio down, per governor's orders, because we're non-essential. What I started to do was, my mom gave me the idea, because I'm like, Lord, what am I gonna do? Not being able to host my classes. So my mom said, why don't you do those kits that you used to do before you opened? And I was like, you're right. So in the beginning, I used to offer painting kits to people. And the kit would be a pre-drawn canvas, paint brushes, and disposable aprons. And they could take that home and have their own painting experience. This was before I had a studio. So that's what I decided to offer, being that the customers were not able to come into the studio. I decided to offer at-home painting kits to all of my customers. So now I set up an online store, so you can go onto the website. You can select any painting that we have, or almost any painting that we have. We package it up for you, we draw the picture out, and you come in and you pick it up.
You changed your business model.
I definitely, changed from top to bottom. So instead of doing, of course, the in-studio classes, we have now the virtual. We have a few virtual classes that we've done, and the painting kits, hands down, have been a hit.
Will you be able to open your studio anytime soon? Tell us what's next.
Honestly, I'm still very nervous about all the cases that are going on, but I'm watching, and I'm hoping to open maybe in July, maybe the mid or end July. We will see.
For those that are planning to open, as we prepare to enter into phase 3, they're incurring additional expenses as part of their overhead to ensure the safety and protection of both their staff, but also patrons of the business. So you figure they're operating at a loss, but they've also had to incur some additional expenses to acquire PPE items if they've not been able to obtain them at no cost. Now, what I will say is, as a result of COVID and, Richmond being so tight-knit and really supportive of the small business community, what we have seen are some intentional targeted efforts to ensure businesses like that, of those located in the Eastern Henrico part of town, are receiving some additional love. Because we don't want to see the small businesses close. We know that this is the way in which they are serving the community, but also employing members of the communities.